All right, go.
Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash.
Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, I came out there to put this world in truth and in sincerity. We're going to go with the prophecy. Once again, we are here in the highways and the byways to push this truth, to edify the hopeful elect, to prophesy the downfall of Esau, the so-called white man in this kingdom. So what we have going on is wars in Ukraine. Even though that war in Ukraine is totally lost. That's the debacle. The Russians have defeated the Ukrainians, so now what they're trying to do is to get more money, because the United States government, no more funding for Ukraine. It's just a lost cause. What they're trying to do is Great Britain and the United States is going to try to steal the assets that of the Russian government that remains in America and give it to and ship it to Ukraine to keep funding that war. But the war is lost. Now, the Ukrainian government is trying to bomb the bridge in Crimea, but what the Russian government did was put up a smoke screen where it's hard for them heat-seeking missiles or the missiles to hit the bridge. So now, changing gears and going into the war with the Palestinians and them gutter rats that call themselves Israelis, they try to go to all these different nations that want a ceasefire, went to the UN. It's called the UN Security Council. It happened 2 days ago. And what the American government did was gave a watered-down version of the Security Council, no ceasefire. They all voted for a ceasefire, but the United States government vetoed the ceasefire. And the United States government got a lot of power. So everybody looking at the American government as, yo, you're funding these dudes, and they commit genocide. Over 20,000 Palestinians dead, and 18,000 is women and children. And when you go to Judge Napolitano and Tony Schaefer and all the rest of these cats that be coming on Judge Napolitano podcast, they saying that most of them people that died over there are civilians. They probably killed like 2,000 Hamas fighters, but Hamas fighters got over 50,000 fighters. So they ain't even make a dent. In Israel, the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, getting the ass handed to them by Hamas. But when you go to Isaiah 51 verse 20, which we're going to get, that's going to make the American government further fund them with military equipment, parts for their F-16s, and more funds to fund that goddamn war over there, man, which is fruitless. Just like the Ukrainian war became fruitless. Yeah, bro.
They know that.
And they know it, yeah.
Wars are not meant to be won, they're meant to be prolonged.
Because it's people that benefit over these wars, man. Lockheed Martin, BlackRock, Boeing, the military, TransDigm, the military industrial complex. They're the one that's benefiting off this shit. And Congress and these politicians getting rich. So bring that up, bro.
It's Isaiah chapter 51, verse 20. It says, "Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets."
No. I said no. I'm meant to say at least Isaiah 15 verse 45. Shalaki, bro.
Isaiah 15,
45.
Yeah, 15:45. Yeah.
Isaiah. No, Isaiah 15, 45, 51 and 45.
No, check. There's another one in Isaiah, Jeremiah 49.
Yeah.
There's two in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 49. I got you right now.
Yeah, come because I made a mistake right there. Shalaki, bro.
Jeremiah
At least
49 and 20.
Yeah, 49 and 20.
49 and 20.
50 and 45.
This is Jeremiah 49 and 20.
Yeah, they said the same thing.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20. It says, "Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that are taken against Edom."
Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that has been taken against Edom, the so-called white man, which is the top Edomite are these Amalekites. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the Edomites that's backing them is going to be that's funding them, that's protecting them. When they go to war, they're going to protect them. They're going to go to war with them. Yeah, bro.
And his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman.
Teman is the modern day Germans, man. You know, you got Germany as a part of this war effort funding Ukraine, funding Israel. But also when it goes into Germany, the Teamanites, it's talking about the Bavarian Illuminati, the top heads that's really running things. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Who the least of the flock? Amalek, man. Amalekites, man. They're the least of the flock that's going to draw these different nations out, such as America, which is their #1 backer. Also, you have these other European nations that's backing the gutter rats. That's a part of the beast nation, such as France, such as Germany, Great Britain. They backing these gutter rats. Why? Because they have interest in their survival, because the only European nation actually that's over there in that whole Islamic surroundings is them gutter rats. And that's the headquarters to keep an eye on what them gutter rats, what them Arabs are doing over there, man. The different Arab nations are doing over there. The only European nation that's over there in the Middle East is the Israeli government.
It says, surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them.
Surely he should make their habitation desolate with them, because these different nations are going to shoot missiles on Israel. It's only a matter of time, and they've been trying to go to war against Iran for the longest, but Iran got proxy armies such as the Houthis, like Yemen, or such as Hezbollah, which controls Lebanon. So they got proxy armies, you know what I'm saying? That they ain't even got to do shit. The Houthis, who are the actual Yemenese government, the Houthis, they backed by Iran, and also Lebanon. Then you got Saudi Arabia, you got Jordan, you got Libya. All these different nations are totally against what's going on to the Palestinians, man. You got Turkey. Erdogan talking shit against the Israeli government, man. So again, you got more? Yeah, because what's going to happen is the Most High is going to bring the kingdom of Esau to a desolate wilderness, man. And Joel chapter 3, verse 19 goes into it, man. Bring it up, bro.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation.
Egypt is not talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about Revelation 11:8. Yeah, come on. It's talking about modern day Egypt, which is America. You go back to that word Egypt. That word Egypt means abundance. We serve bitter abundance in America, as well as in ancient Egypt. But that word Egypt is going into America. It's not talking about ancient Egypt. It's talking about America. Yeah, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, and it says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city."
And that great city is America. That their body is talking about being spiritually dead. The Israelites not knowing who they are, not knowing the true living power, which is Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah. Their dead bodies are lying in the great city, which is America. They walking around calling themselves African Americans, following the Muslim religion, following Buddha, following white man Jesus. So again, bro.
It says, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Why? Because Egypt, we serve bitter bondage over here, and Sodom because they uphold laws to protect these goddamn moles, man. To protect these goddamn transgenders, man. Where they can actually deceive a man, and when that man go buck wild on them and hand them their ass, that man that handed them their ass going to jail. And the dude that deceived them is the victim. But it should be the other way around. The man that got deceived, he was the victim. The victim of deception. Yeah, bro.
It says, where also our Lord was crucified.
Where also our Lord was crucified, because they X'd out Yahweh Shah and put up Cesare Borgia, which go back to Serapis Christus, man, which was a deity created by Ptolemy Soter and his son Ptolemy Philadelphus, man. If you know the history, you know the mystery, man. Yeah, bro. That was it.
Also with Egypt and America is the only two major captivities where the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom were in captivity together.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So Joel 3:19 says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
Egypt should be a desolation. Not talking about ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt to this day is inhabited by Ishmaelites, man. And they don't even belong in that land. The ancient Egyptians were Hamites. So what happened is, you know, it's talking about modern Egypt, which is America. Read it again, brother.
Right. It says, Joel 3:19, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
And Edom should be a desolate wilderness because who controls Egypt, modern day Egypt? The modern day pharaohs are these goddamn crackers, man. They call themselves so-called white, but they Edomites and they red. They're not white, they're not pure. They're not pure about these goddamn devils, man. They're the fucking devil. They're the offspring of Satan, man. They're the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan in this world right now, man. That's why there's a lot of atrocities happening, man. That's why all these bombers, you know, since America has been a nation, has been an empire, it has only been 12 years of peace without no war from the American government. The rest of the years was nothing but war, man. Look it up. 12 years of peace. Other than that, it was nothing but war. Slaying, pillaging, spoiling, robbing, raping, murdering, bombing. That's this devil's MO, man. This devil is a fucking harbinger of death, man. America is truly the bloody city. Yeah, bro. That was it. You got something else?
There's more. It says, for the violence against the children of Judah, Zahab, it says, for the violence against the children of Judah because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Get Obadiah 1:18. Actually, get Obadiah, the chapter of Obadiah. So we're going to read that again. Because it says, because the violence against Judah. That's why Esau, Edom, is going to be a desolate wilderness, because the violence against Judah and what they have done to the sons of Israel, man. Not only the southern tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, but the northern tribes, man. They damn near genocide the Native Americans and the Reubenites almost to extinction, man.
Okay.
So
you won't pay for that shit, man. Got more than that? That was it.
It says, but Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem for generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that they have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion.
Hey man, the Most High is going to straighten Judah out, straighten the Israelites out, so to speak. Put them in their right state of mind, give them new bodies, you know. Put the Lord's statutes and commandments in their inward parts, which is their mind, where they can never go off. Where there's no sin, there's no death. They're going to be immortal. We're going to be immortal. Where there's no sin, there's no death, man. So once the Most High put the spirit in our minds, not to go off and program us to be righteous, all 100% righteous, where there's no sin, there's no death. So Israel's not going to die. From generation to generation, the Lord's going to be with us, man. But you're going to pay for what you have done to the sons of Israel, man. Get that in Obadiah, the whole chapter. We're going to read that. Yeah, come on, yeah. You got to pay for what you have done, man. You're not going to escape the judgment. Henry Kissinger, he recently died. That fucking cracker, scumbag bastard, is going to pay for what he have done. You got Queen Elizabeth, that bitch going to pay for what she have done. Brzezinski, he going to pay for what he have done. All these crackers that passed on, that lived to their hundreds of years, 105, 106, 102, they're going to pay, man. You're going to pay what you have done. That bitch Queen Elizabeth, she going to be a fucking slave in the kingdom. And I'm going to put my foot in her ass sideways, man. I'm going to fuck that bitch up. Right. Yeah, bro.
Obadiah, verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah. Thus say the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the...
It
says, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen.
Who's the ambassadors that being sent among the heathen? The ambassadors are are the prophets, the prophets, the apostles.
And that ambassador is Gamal Nasser. He said, how did the Jews go into Egypt black and come out white? And it was a 6-day war?
Yeah.
That was
1967.
Okay. Was it 60? I thought it was 50. I thought he was the president of Egypt.
1960s.
Okay.
So, the true ambassadors of the Most High are his prophets, his apostles, the bishops, the elders. So we are here telling you you're downfall. Okay, bro.
It says, arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
And that's some of these different nations that's going to come up against Esau, Edom. And look what's going on in Africa. They kicking Esau out. The French is getting pushed out. And you got to understand something. The French is a part of that beast system, man. Yeah, bro.
It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
How did the Most High make these Edomites small amongst the different heathen nations, man? By giving them nuclear technology. Or if they're not getting nuclear technology, they backed by a nation that has nuclear technology, and that nation is protecting them. Such as China protecting Taiwan. Such as Russia protecting Iran, Lebanon, Libya. All these different nations that Russia is protecting, Ethiopia. They tell you in the scriptures in Ezekiel 30th chapter, he's gonna become a guard unto them, to my Russia. Yeah, bro.
It says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
The pride of Esau's heart.
You reading Isaiah 14?
No, it's Obadiah.
Obadiah. The pride of Esau's heart have deceived him, man. This dude got a military might. Like the ancient Romans, their pride was exceedingly great because they military might. No one could stand before them. Such as also before the Persians. They was pride because they military might. No one could stand before them. And also the Assyrians. Before that, the Assyrians. Then the Babylonians. The Assyrians, the ancient Romans got their military blueprint from the ancient Assyrians, how they moved, how they had their military. They had a vast, powerful military.
And then later they mimicked, Hannibal Barca. Because they give him his props because he had them. And they used his military tactics too.
Because, but the reason why Hannibal Barca, which was an Israelite, didn't overtake the Romans because that wasn't part of prophecy. The fourth beast had to stand. The fourth beast was going to do the things they had to do to achieve achieve their goals in prophecy. Okay, brother.
It's Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
And that's these devils, man. All these different nations that was proud in their goings, they all fell, man. So you think America, they proud, be all you could be, the few, the proud, the Marines, they're gonna fall. America is already circling the drain more economically, spiritually, ceremoniously, the morale of America, the infrastructure is all crumbling, man. Yeah, bro, back in Obadiah.
Back in Obadiah, verse 3, it says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Who dwelt in the caves, man? Who was cave dwellers, man? When you go to that word Caucasian, that word means cave dweller, man. They was in the Caucasus Mountains over in the regions of Russia. During the time of the Dark Ages, when Jake was ruling for a 1,000-year period, man. In order for you to understand the history, in order for you to understand the mystery, you have to know the history, man. I said it back. Yeah, bro, yeah.
It says, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
And this devil was the only one that skyscrapers 200 feet in the sky, man. His habitation is on high, because that goes back to them being in them caves, man.
If you look at it, what Obadiah is the animal he described as an eagle. Same thing in Isaiah, the eagles go very high, close to the rock, they look above everybody. And that's what the Edomite sigil is.
We want to get into that, yeah, bro.
Right. Verse 4, it though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
because the eagle is the most dominant bird, because they got dominant eyesight, and they can soar higher than anything. Any bird, they can soar higher than any bird, so they're the dominant bird. So that's why the ancient Romans had the symbol of the eagle. Was it also the ancient Greeks the symbol of the eagle too? The ancient Greeks, I know the ancient Romans did. Probably the ancient Germany.
I'm sure the Greeks did, because I know Zeus is associated with the eagle.
So the ancient Greeks had the symbol of the eagle. So such as the Romans, such as the Germans during the time of Adolf Hitler, and America had the symbol of the Greek, man. I'm saying the symbol of the eagle, man.
What did they say on the fake moon landing? The fake moon landing.
The eagle has landed, which is bullshit, man.
Should landed in the studio.
They landed in the studio, but not on the moon, actual moon. The moon is a light. They would have got burned up. Plus, they ain't even passed the Van Halen belt, man. Yeah, bro.
it says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord, man. The Lord's going to bring you down to the ground where there's no throne for you, man. Where there's no rulership. You're going to be utterly destroyed and desolate. And that's your judgment, man. Yeah, bro.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. For he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
For he that hath done wrong shall receive for the wrong that he hath done. It's something called you reap what you sow. You sow wickedness, you're going to reap it, man. You sow wickedness. Hey, in that scripture, the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 1. Get that real quick, Bible Kashar. Read that again, brother.
Colossians 3 and 25. For he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons.
Amen. Whatever you do, whatever you sow in life, you sowing a bunch of wickedness, reaping corruption. They're sowing corruption, sowing adultery, gang banging, doing all kind of wickedness. Whatever you sow in life, you're going to reap it, man. It's going to come back onto you, man. It may take time, but it's going to come back. Somebody get the book of Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Yeah, read that real quick.
This is Sirach 7 and 1. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto you. If you are here gang banging and drug dealing and shooting people and doing all kind of manner of wickedness, committing adultery, harm going to come to you, man. You're doing evil. Yeah, brother. Let's move on.
Right,
Second verse, yeah.
I got you. All right. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee.
So if you got a bunch of friends that's wicked as hell that you hanging around, that's a bad influence on you, you should depart from them, man. Because if you depart from them, then all the unjust things that you have been doing, read it again, Baba Kashar.
Got you. Depart from the unjust.
Depart from the wicked niggas that you hanging around, man. If you hanging around, if you got 9 gang banging niggas, you're gonna be the 10th one. If you got 7 drug dealers, you're gonna be the 8th one. If you got
Some of the company will keep.
That's right. So if you got 8 niggas that have to commit adultery, you can be the 9th nigga committing adultery. Read it again. Read it one more time.
Sirach 7 and 2. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee.
And sin upon sin shall turn away from you. You have turned from the unjust. You cut off them wicked ass niggas you was dealing with, man. You got more on that?
No. It says, and there is no respect of persons.
And there's no, the Most High ain't got no respect of persons, man. You doing wickedness, the Most High will fuck you up, man. Put it to you straight point and straight to the point, man. The Most High gonna fuck you up. You keep on committing wickedness out here, man. Keep on committing wickedness out here, man. That was it right there, right there. That was the point right there.
Yeah.
Go back and Obadiah, brother.
Yeah,
8 and 11, yeah.
8 and 1.
You got a lot of jakes out here that have to commit a lot of fucking wicked acts, and they got over it, and you know they got and what happened was you got a lot of jakes committing wicked acts, and then you know nothing happened to them. So damn, I popped this chick. You know, her husband was at work. I popped her. You know, nothing happened. So I'm keep on going over to her house, popping them until that day when the Most High put the spit on this dude to come home early. Or somebody may give him a bug in his ear, like, yo, your wife be having some dude come in every night when you're not here. You should go to work, but don't go to work. Meaning, act like you're going to work, stay for a couple of hours outside, and then come back in and catch this bitch in the act. Meaning, go to work, but don't go to work. Well, she think you going to work. So everything is fine and dandy. You go on 3 hours, next you know you come back and catch this bitch in the act. And the most I may put a spit on you to stab this dude up, to kill this dude, shoot this dude. Yeah, bro.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Hey, you got these dudes, like I said, committing adultery, gang banging, shooting people. You got dudes shooting people and getting away with this shit, you know what I'm saying? And nothing happened to them, so they increase and they get more bold and more brazen with their activities of being a goddamn shooter. But those that live by the sword shall die by the sword. So you living by the sword, eventually you gonna get taken out. And that's your judgment. Yeah, read it again, brother.
All right. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Gang banging, drugs, adultery, whatever you indulging yourself in wickedly, it's gonna come back on you. Twofold, sevenfold, man. Yeah, bro.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
They're gonna continue to do their wickedness because they're not being judged for it. Nothing happened to them. So they go. So in their mind, they ain't doing nothing wrong. But the Lord is letting that bill add up. Letting that tab add up until you can't pay that tab. Then the Most High gonna take it out on your ass. You're gonna be judged accordingly. That's why you see all these people getting shot to death in the streets. Head busted open. Yeah, bro.
I was gonna say something. There's a on the rapper 50 Cent, in one of his lines, he says all the wrong he done, the Lord still keep on blessing him, and this wicked ass got shot 9 times.
Yeah, but guess what? He's still doing wrong. What he did to achieve his success, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro. What you got to say?
This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai.
We should all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai. Once you die, your body goes into the ground, your soul goes to him who made him, the Father of spirits. And you're going to go before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai for your good and your bad, what you have done in your life. Like Henry Kissinger, Brzezinski, David Rockefeller, and all these elites that died, that passed on recently, man, when they come back, they're going to come back as perpetual slaves. They know that now, but they're confident. They in the spirit world on the left-hand side. But guess what? When they come back in them new bodies, they're going to receive their judgment. Yeah, bro.
That everyone may receive the thing done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad.
And this dude, Henry Kissinger, did a lot of fucking wickedness. Queen Elizabeth did a lot of fucking wickedness. So you want to pay for all the atrocities you have done in your body. Brzezinski did a lot of wickedness. David Rockefeller did a lot of wickedness. You keep on. I can go on and on and on for all the wickedness these goddamn crackers, these Edomites have committed, man. And they're gonna pay. Yeah, bro.
Job chapter 20 verse 4 says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Hey, man, they tell you in the scriptures, knowest thou not. Since man was placed on the earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short. The triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of read it again, Brother Kashan.
It says, Job chapter 20 verse 4, it says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Esau is the wicked. You got wickedness, Israel that's out there, and their time is short too, because they're gonna die the death of the wicked. They're gonna die in this nuclear destruction right along with Esau and the rest of the nations that's in America. The only one that's gonna be saved out of America is the elect, man. And I'm hoping I'm a part of the elect, and the brothers around me is a part of the elect, man. But you want to die the death of the wicked. So again, read it again, brother. The trifling of the wicked is short.
It says that the trifling of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
And Esau is the #1 hypocrite on the face of the planet Earth, man. Right along with Esau being the hypocrite, you got 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They hypocrites, man. Hypocrites to the core, man. And they more of a hypocrite than Esau is hypocrites. When Jake give it to something, they go hard at it, man. So you ain't escaping the judgments, man. Everybody's gonna be judged. Everybody gets judged. Nobody escapes. The earth, the planet Earth is a place of judgment, man. And everybody on this bitch is gonna be judged, man, for their deeds. You're not gonna escape. Even if you escape, you live 100 years and then pass on. It tell you that in the book of Job, man. That the wicked is prosperous, roughly paraphrasing it, and they pass their wealth on to their children. They go to the grave, but you're not gonna escape the judgments. You live the whole 100 years, 110 years, or 105 years, 104 years, however you live, and you went up to the grave, living in wealth and luxury, and having a voluptuous lifestyle. But guess what? When you come back, you're gonna be a perpetual slave with rags on you, with chains on your neck and your feet and on your wrists, getting your ass beat.
You know, too, brother, this society, the Shemaiah one, you can chime in on this. They set up different ways to pass their wealth that a lot of our people don't even know about, right? One of that is this, right? Capital gains tax. Tax is crazy, right?
Yeah.
So what they'll do is, let's say I got $1 billion, right? In stocks and equities, right? They don't sell it because there's something called, I forgot what it's called, but basically, let's say I get in the stock in the 80s and I sell it, I gotta pay the capital tax gain on that, right? From when I got in. But if I die and pass that to my son,
He ain't gotta pay.
He don't gotta pay the tax for all the previous shares I own, only new shares that he acquired. So what they'll do is this. It's called I think it's called invest, borrow, die, or some shit like that. Basically, they don't sell this shit. As soon as you get it, you can sell that whole position and you only be taxed on the position you got since you came in.
And it's a thing too.
These fucking devils
And it's
are
the
smart,
thing too,
bro.
the short-term capital gains tax is anything under 18 months. Perfect example. Trump years ago, this is a good deal he did. He bought a building, it was called a copper top building down there by Wall Street.
Yep.
It was the top of his green. It's top of his green. He got it for $1 million, sold it for $100 million. Now, he probably didn't even pay 1% tax because it didn't fall under short-term capital gains tax, and it was real estate. So he didn't have to pay nothing on that.
Let me tell you something.
On that sale.
You know the so-called
Sold for
former
$100.
richest man, Warren Buffett? He was paid less taxes than his secretary. Because you can't, so what they'll do is, guys think they have $1 billion cash, no, they have $1 billion in assets. And there's 3 different forms of income, right? You have earned income, like a salary. You have passive income, and you have portfolio income, which that gets taxed far less. So what he'll do is this: I'll own $1 billion, but let my salary be $50,000. Right? Let my salary be $50,000. And if I ever need money, I would just borrow it from the bank. And you cannot tax a loan. Everybody's like, yo, Elon Musk bought Twitter for $41 billion. No, he took out a loan for $41 billion and borrowed it against his $200 billion position he has in Twitter. Now, the bank will loan you that at a very low rate of 1%, right? But I'm going to take that money and I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to invest it and make X amount on it. And they just repeat this cycle. And they will never sell that. I'm going to die. That's going to get passed on to my son. They sell it immediately. They collect it. They get no taxes on that. Literally, no taxes on that. So there's different loopholes. And this is done by design because the rich lobby politicians. Pass this bill, pass that bill. And there's ways to literally not fucking pay taxes that the wealthy know and the average people don't.
So that's why they got a cheat code. And then this Elon might told me that the tax codes that they use, they switch up. So we can't get up on game a lot of times. We got to keep up with it if it switches up.
And check this out, bro. That shows you that it's still a slave master thing going on, right? If you own a sports team, right? If you own a sports team, look how you can evade taxes like that. Your players are depreciating assets.
Yes.
You can literally write off NBA players.
NFL players.
It doesn't matter. If you own that business, the billionaires that own that, they had to look this up. The owner of the Miami Dolphins didn't pay taxes in like 10 years because he doesn't have any income.
I had to do craft from the
Same shit, bro. These guys have they tie their money up in portfolio assets or whatever. If they need money, they borrow. These motherfuckers are not paying taxes, and then they'll just. Because think about it, an athlete is a depreciating asset. He's gonna get old, he gets hurt. Why do you think they spend so much money to protect the quarterback nowadays in the NFL? Because they get $400 million, so that's like a protector. But if something happens to them, they can write all this shit off, man.
That's why, one more thing. On the show Billions, the dude Bobby Axelrod, in seasons before, he tried to buy a team, a sports team, and he was like, in this age and era, it's sort of like being knighted. It's sort of like being knighted. That's a prestige. You see this thing? You got it. I'm sorry.
Yo, check it out. In baseball, right? Baseball is the only sports whereas a player can last for 25 years in baseball. They gave this Japanese player the Dodgers $700 million for 10 years. Why is that? He's an asset, but in baseball, you very rarely get hurt. You run in the bases. You may get Tommy John surgery, but baseball players, look at WG the last 22 years. Jorge Posada, 20 years. You could survive in baseball longer than the NBA, longer than soccer, because you ain't really doing much.
They have more games.
And baseball got the longest game, 162 games in a year.
Yo, let me tell you another thing too, right? These Edomites did, right? Check this out, bro. Real estate shit, right? This one chick, right? Somebody died and she inherited this business or what have you, right? And this shit is crazy how these crackers get done, but it shows you knowledge, truth, and power. She inherited 1.4 billion in assets, right? And what she did was, she said no. She did some calculations. It's actually really worth 1.2. Not 1.4, but 1.2.
Number 2 billion, she keep it for herself.
No.
She depreciated it.
She said basically, I think what she said was this. If it was, I'm sorry. What she did was this. What she said she inherited $1 billion, right? She said, no, this stuff is actually worth 1.4, right? So they said, okay, it's worth 1.4, but then she sold it for 1.2. So technically, she lost money.
She
It's
did.
on
see that
paper.
shit?
Look,
You
she
see
put
that?
it on paper as a loss. I don't know how you know how to do it.
But that's what she did.
Yeah.
She went through. This is how she. That was a fucking crafty.
Yeah.
She inherited this money,
Yes.
1 billion. Said no. Wait a minute. This is actually worth 1.4. Right? They agreed that it's worth 1.4. That she sold it for 1.2. So
Yes.
technically, she could say I lost 200 million on the year.
And that helps in her favor because
That's
on
crazy,
paper
bro.
it's looked at as a loss.
But
It's
she
looked at
really,
as
it's really a
loss.
game. She really going game on
Yes.
that
She
shit,
did
man.
1.2 fucking billion dollars.
Yes.
Was able to write it off as a loss. So they know
Yes.
how to maneuver. Isaiah 10-1, bro.
They grow because they be shaped and their family cultivate them and finance how to maneuver around.
That's so true.
That's why Mayor Amsha Brower said, give you control of any nation's wealth, and I can't know who make the rules because they're going to buy the politicians. If I got control of this country's finances, I don't care who they put in who they put in office, because I'm going to buy that motherfucker. He's going to do what I tell him to do. And why do you think all these precepts? Why do you think all these so-called presidents they sell out to the lobbyists, man?
A guy could, I'm sorry, brother. Bring that out real quick. I know we're talking a lot, but a guy could go as a senator and be making like 200,000. He gets out of office, he's like 16.9 million. Where did that money come from?
Yes.
Look at Barack Obama.
Yeah.
He was a fucking less than 100,000. Yeah, bro.
And it's Isaiah 10:1, right?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Woe unto Congress, woe unto them, which is Congress, that decree unrighteous decrees, these lawmakers, because these lawmakers, with these decrees, it only benefits the rich, the international bankers, those that fund their campaign. Listen, I'm gonna put $100 million in your campaign to help you get elected, but you gotta do me a favor. You owe me that for getting you elected.
They'll also sign bills that they know that's going to affect the company's stock price.
Cut.
They'll do that. And so they'll buy up shares of a company, know, like, when I sign this bill, the shares are going to shoot up.
Cut.
Inside the trading.
And Nancy Pelosi was accused of that right there, insider trading, because that's what they do. Why did she flew to Taiwan? Because Taiwan is a major semiconductor of the chips and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's invested in that. So there's a lot of insider trading going on, and these politicians are bought and paid for by the international bankers, man. So, Gabby, you got more? You got more, bro?
It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
And that's what they do. They prescribe grievous laws that benefits them. It hurts the poor man. It hurts the man that's less fortunate. They pass bills to tax the poor, and the rich that should be taxed heavily is not being taxed.
And you know what, too, bro? They set up these structures to just keep our people in a particular position that is very hard to get out of.
That's right.
Like the most destructive thing they did was our welfare. You know, that first they did it to gag. You know, they took the fall down the house or whatever. But a lot of these government handouts, they don't better you, because the trade-off is this: we'll give you this particular handout, but you got to make such and such.
You can't have no father in the house.
No, but they keep you at a certain bracket. They don't incentivize you to want to be better.
Yeah, like,
because if you be better, we'll take away the goodies. And you have to say to yourself, why is it generational? Why is welfare generational?
Because what happens is the daughter see the mother doing that, and she do it. She get kids, she do it, and then the grandkids see the mother doing it. It's a generation thing. That's how I keep on going, on and on and on, because they see their mothers are doing it, so they figure this is free money. But it's not free money. It's hindering you.
I got something for you too. Like, just like, I ain't even gonna scratch on Section 8. Just say you live in the projects. Your rent is based on a third of your income. So the wise thing for a person to do is work to get out the projects, right? Stack their money up and dip. But that 1/3, your income jump. Your income jump. Let's say you want to just save up for 2 years, 3 years, and get the fuck out of Dodge. But nah, once they find out, your rent gonna hike up to that third of the income. So, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you stuck there.
Yeah.
So the best thing is, I mean,
Yo, man, the best thing to do is follow the scriptures, which is Isaiah 30. Yo, my parents told me that shit. They was like, yo, no matter how hard shit get, we ain't taking shit from the government. Because look, man, the scriptures tell you, Ecclesiastes, it's the 10th chapter, 12 and 10, to never trust your enemy. These beneficial programs,
it's not benefiting.
even when my lady come to me like, they got this program now, I say, wait a minute, I gotta dig and dive, because with Esau, it's always an exchange for something.
Right. Trade-off.
Right. So remember I told the camera I'm learning more about investing, whatever. Let's take for example the 401k, right, which is something new, came out in the 70s, right? People be like, yo, put your money in the 401k. They put money in there before, with pre-tax, right? But they don't take a second to think. Think about it like this, right? It's tax deferred. No, I'm talking about the 401k thing. It's tax deferred, right? Meaning you're still gonna get taxed, but you're gonna get taxed 30 years later. And our tax is gonna be
higher.
It's gonna be higher. That shit is filled with fees. So there's different form of tax beneficial investment vehicles, but they telling the people a 401k, all right, is the best way to there's far more efficient shit.
Yeah, because Robert Kiyosaki mentioned that it was falling under something ERISA, and one of his books is a black book. I forgot what it's called, yo. But he went into that on that when he passed ERISA and all that. It's tied into that. It's a scam.
Yeah, it's a scam. Sorry, bro.
It's like Ecclesiastes 7 verse 7.
Doing a Roth IRA.
It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyed the heart.
When you find out all these things that Esau is doing, these unrighteous decrees, it pisses you off, man. Because the more you learn, the more you increase in knowledge, you're going to increase in sorrows. Because once you find out that you're still a slave under the birth certificate, the social security number, and all these contracts that Esau have you sign, driver's license, it makes you mad, man. And there's nothing you can do about it. This is the system we living under. It makes you mad, man, that you are a perpetual slave under these goddamn devils, and they tax you heavily. The crazy thing is, right?
They call it the land of the free.
They tax you all year on your check, right? And then you get your income tax back, right? And then when you get your income tax, they tax you on the money you get from your income tax, man.
Well, it's fucked up because
It's crazy.
the more money you make, the more you pay in taxes, right? That's what I was saying earlier is they use the 401k, the 457, the Roth IRAs or whatever. Like let's say for example I make $150,000 a year, right? Well, to evade paying $150,000 in taxes, I'll put $60,000 in these different investment vehicles, now making $90K a year. See what I'm saying? So they know these different tricks and trades, if you will, but truly they're not gonna share that information to our people.
Because it's only for the elites that control the society, and that's how they accumulate generational wealth. Whereas it goes down to their children. They ain't gonna tell you the secrets of economics. They don't teach you economics in school.
Well, you know, to chime in what this brother said too, all that information is out there, right?
Yeah, but you gotta-
but
you
check
gotta
this
know.
out. What Esau has is something called algorithms, right? Now, TikTok here is very different than TikTok in China.
Yeah.
The algorithm for TikTok in China, all you're gonna see is people that's successful playing a fucking violin or a scientist or
right.
whatever, like using their brain. That's what you're gonna see on TikTok,
Capital
right?
gain.
That's the algorithm. But here, the TikTok algorithm is
Shaking your
ass, dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? People doing dumb shit to be an influencer, high up, drugged up, and all that shit. That shit is done by design because, again, social engineering is an actual thing, man. All right, and it's reflective in this current generation. Like I said, all you gotta do is look at TikTok in China, look how those that generation behaves, and look at the TikTok in America, the social media in America, because they're not, you know, if they truly was trying to, you know, help, why would they put that in the TikTok algorithm? How to pass on this and do that and shit like that, and they don't put that there.
And then one more thing, brothers could agree with me, even Sabah. Well, a good spot to study, and you could absorb information with no distractions. You should be Barnes and Noble. They switched up the whole thing
Like
where the seats ain't like that no more.
Nope.
And it's crazy because they got it where you could charge your phone there and all that. They removed all of that, so they want you in and out, even if it's less seats.
Yeah, it's like a
so you could be
Starbucks
you could be there less than an hour.
Well, the average human attention span now, on average, is shorter than that of a goldfish.
I mean, we
Shorter than 8 seconds. So if you see people scrolling through TikTok, it's like short attention span. So if you want to even get into anything, any sort of deep conversation, you can't grasp their attention. Again, social engineering.
You should be you go to Barnes and Noble back in the early 2000s. You could be in there for hours.
Yeah.
Just reading books and studying. They won't bother you. Now, like you said, they want you in and out. You got to be in and out.
It's less seats.
That's it. Less seats. It's been like a goddamn library in the Barnes and Noble. You know what I mean? But it was a store, bookstore.
And I was amazed how the books are set up. They want you all ass up out of there. I ain't gonna keep lying. You got it.
Man, you're right though, man. It's a maze. You can't find. You got to go to the people to find the books, and when you find the books, it's like you gotta. It's a total debacle on how they got Barnes and Noble set up now. You know, okay, bro.
Real quick, because we were talking about judgment earlier, I had 1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more exceedingly proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
And that's these crackers, and it's 2/3 of these niggas out here. That's proud. Even men that's in the truth. Men that claim to be in the truth in these different camps, they proud and arrogant, man. They're talking exceedingly proud. Yeah, bro.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
The Lord weighs the balance and actions are weighed because the Lord Yahweh is the power of knowledge, man. So by him actions are weighed. So you being proud exceedingly and breaking down the scriptures wrong, the Most High is going to deal with you. He's going to judge you, man.
And other words, Yahweh Shai cares about a man's reputation.
That's right.
Brother, you should care about your reputation, man.
That's right.
You saw recently they Diddy, Cassie's Diddy's former partner is releasing information about TD Jakes. And
Niggas a fucking creep, man.
yes, and now in 2024 also you have the Joel Epstein list is coming out, so you're gonna see all these different notable celebrities, right?
Jay-Z, everybody on that
And
list,
before
man.
that, we had Will Smith getting his back blown out by some other actor. You know what happens with that is your reputation is tarnished, right? Bro, I'm with my lady, we watching Bad Boys 3 because I thought I haven't seen it before, and we just like, yo, man, we couldn't get that shit out of our head. Like, yo, this nigga's getting his back blown out. I don't feel like watching this shit no more. So, Man in Black, Get Jiggy with It, Fresh Prince, I Am Legend, all these great ass movies. Now when you watch it, you're like, yo, this guy's a big flaming homo. I want to watch this shit. He's a couple, you know, his wife.
He's a simp.
That's what the reputation does with you. So when you have a tarnished reputation, all that good, like that, Amdawala was talking about that last week. Like, you know, he's like, a brother could be doing it. Next thing you know, when you find out he committed adultery, you forget all the shit he did that was right. You know what I'm saying? So when you tarnish your reputation with the Most High, you know?
That's right.
Don't wanna do that.
And Will Smith was talking about how he don't want to divorce Jada Pinkett because she got a whole plethora of information coming against him on all his endeavors and his secrets, and plus he got to give her half of what the fuck he owed. And he was famous before they got with each other. You know what I'm saying, to the point where he had his own riches before he got there. But now, from the time that you married this broad, and she always had a thing for Tupac. So she never really looked at you like that. You was her. She was in love with Tupac.
It's a placeholder.
So you was just a placeholder, just because she couldn't get with Tupac like that. Because Tupac was a player. Tupac popped up a couple of times, and she was in love with him head over heels. But he was in love with her. He didn't want her.
Yeah, he was engaged to another woman.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tupac was engaged to another woman. That bitch said in her book, like, Tupac proposed to her, niggas called her her lie. I was like, wait a minute. He was engaged at the time he was saying this. Why has him? She was obsessed with him.
She was upset because he popped her a couple of times, but she was in love with him head over heels. So the fallback was when she went to that party, Will Smith was there, and they got introduced and they got together. So that was her fallback of some. Well, I got with somebody because her career was really like that. So Will Smith was his career was, so she got with him, and that boops the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So now it's crazy, man. Hollywood is Hollywood, man. So you don't really want to be a part of that life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good. Bring it up, bro.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1, it says, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
That's right, man. I remember having a good
Was
name.
that one?
Proverbs 22 and 1.
That's a beautiful one.
I remember have a good name than have millions of dollars and your name is tarnished. Like TD Jakes, real quick. Like TD Jakes. That nigga name is tarnished. P. Diddy. That
They said
nigga
he's
name
a
is
power
tarnished,
bottom,
man.
brother.
Now
You said
look,
what?
They said they call him power bottom.
now look.
You know that homosexual thing? You have a top and you have a bottom. They said TD was a power bottom.
That means he was a giver. Or
He's a big time receiver.
Oh,
Now look at that.
He's receiving a million
Good
text
name,
messages.
right?
What happened on the wire? What happened on the wire? Marlo said, my name is my name. Reputation. And what with the Greek, the wisest criminal on the show, he said, my name isn't my name. Because he was in so much dirt, he didn't want nobody to ever track him. The reputation or whatever, but a good reputation. That's the highest of everything.
like TD Jakes, man. He's a bottom receiver.
They call him the power bottom, brother.
Cause he
That's what them homos, when they was hiring all them homo escorts, they said that TD is a power bottom.
Yeah, you can believe that.
he loved to get rocked up, huh?
Yeah, he looked like
He loved to get his cheeks rocked.
Then they got a clip of him talking about, have you ever been swallowed? Did you see that shit on World Side? They chopped all that shit together?
Yeah, I seen that shit, man.
You ever been swallowed?
You been swallowed, huh, motherfucker?
like
Get
that nigga from Soul Plane, the gay nigga from
Bring that again. Oh man.
I'm sure that's the dude that play up the records.
Yeah. You lost mad weight.
It says, Proverbs number 22, verse 1, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and love and favor rather than silver and gold.
Man, a good name is better than choice rubies and silver and
I got
gold.
something to back that up too.
So, hey man, when your name is tarnished, all the good you have done is not gonna be remembered.
Yeah.
They're only gonna think about the shit that the scandal that's hovering above your name, hovering above your head. Yeah, bro. That's what they're gonna remember is the scandal. They ain't gonna remember nothing. They're only gonna remember you getting bent over and getting your back blown out on the couch, man.
Yeah, I ain't know shit about TD Jakes. All I know now is power bottom. That's nigga power.
You the power bottom, man. You the chief power bottom of the moles.
Yeah, this Ecclesiastes. The Lord bringing everything out, man. Ecclesiastes 7:1. A good name is better than precious ointment.
A good name is better than precious ointment. You got a bunch of precious ointment that make you smell good, all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? If your name is tarnished, none of that shit means nothing, man.
Like Diddy Kong.
You got Diddy, his name is tarnished. Jay-Z, his name is tarnished, man.
Yo, man, a good name, man, to get you out of situations, bro.
Good. That's
Like,
a good
yo,
dude, man. That dude, he...
Yeah, word. Yo, that's my man's. Or somebody try to plot on you. Nah, he wouldn't do that. That guy don't get down like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's good to have a good reputation.
It's a good reputation with a good name and a good rapport with people, you know what I'm saying? So people can look at you like, all right, nah, man. Nah, I ain't believing that shit he's saying, man. That ain't him, man. I know that guy, man. That dude's a good dude, man. He got a good name, man. He always built a good name for himself, man. I never heard him in no scandals, but scandal after scandal is coming out with P. Diddy. Scandal after scandal is coming out with Jay-Z. Scandal after scandal is coming out with that dude, what's his name again? The church singer, he's beating up on his son and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Kurt Franklin.
No, Kurt Franklin, yeah.
Oh,
That
Franklin.
motherfucker, man. Scandal after scandal is coming out on this dude. Now he's trying to
Wait
blame.
till that Epstein drop.
Now he's trying to blame all his hardship, his homosexuality of him being molested when he was a kid. That means you liked it, man. You was molested when you was a child, man. You was molested when you was a child. I mean, you was molested as a child. You was a kid. You got taken advantage of. As you get older, you still indulge in that. That means you liked it when you was a kid. You liked that nigga going up in you.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
It says, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Hey, man. A good name is better than precious ointment, and a day of death is better than one's birth, because once you die, you're gonna be at peace. But once you've been born in this wicked ass society, man, that's when your trouble will start, man. They're gonna jack you all kind of vaccinations while you're a little kid, and then when you 5, you gotta get vaccinated again, and then they teaching you a weird way of thinking, a weird way of living in this society we living in now. So if you're 2 years old, 3 years old, I feel sorry for you, man.
Got one more. Damn, this is dead.
I feel sorry for you, man.
The Sirach 41:13.
That's a good one there,
A
bro.
good life has but few days, but a good name endure forever.
A good life have a few days, but a good name endure forever. Look at the good names of old: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, King David, Solomon. Hey, Yahweh Shah. These are good men, prominent men. Their names, everything that King David did, even though he did some things but guess what? The Most High forgave him for that, you know what I mean? And he got a good name for himself. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all of our forefathers. Look at men that's renowned of old, man.
That right there shows you back in the ancient world how big integrity and honesty is, man.
That's right.
Yo, bro, brothers out there, deal with people with integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on some nigga shit. Oh, he not the truth. Be all shiesty and shit. Nah, man. Have integrity with people, bro. Yo, I was watching some shit on YouTube. There was this dude. His name is Michael Maiden, right? And he's buying like expensive watches from some guy, whatever, right? Well, he has money like that. So he talked about a story about another jewelry company, right? That basically overpriced the shit out of him. They charged him $60,000 for a watch that you could sell for $12K.
Wow.
And that was bad business. That was bad integrity. Cause you know why that's bad for business? Because you created a bad name to make 40 when you could have been making $1 million. Because he said not with this particular jeweler, and it's been years. So you lost a customer that could have been giving you cash flow for decades because of bad business.
Wicked ass greed, man.
Bad business because you have bad integrity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have integrity and a good name, man.
That's that greed, man. Good integrity and a good name goes a long way, man.
Yo, them brothers, when you had a demon in the camp, apparently, like, you know, he left the camp and was sending brothers information out. And like, yo, these guys are extremists. Remember that guy that sent that to brothers' jobs?
Right.
But guess what? Brothers had a good report on that job.
So they didn't lose their jobs.
They had a good report. Who knows? Some brothers might even got a promotion. That's why it's important to deal with people with integrity and have a good report, man.
So you got somebody calling your job saying this and saying that. Now this guy, man, he's been working here for 10 years, 15 years. I've never had a problem with him. He always been on time. He got a good report. I ain't gonna believe that. You know, that's some scorn bitch or some scorn or some dude trying to get some payback or something he felt he was wronged over. So a wise man will use proper judgment and use this and have discernment. Use proper discernment. Like, all right, you know what? This sounds like some vindictive shit. It sounds like this guy's hurt or this woman is hurt. So you know what? I'm not gonna even pay that no mind, man. I'm not gonna fire this dude or judge this dude according to what this person is saying, because this person can be totally doing it out of vindictiveness. So they're being vindictive. You know?
This is Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9, and it says, "He that walketh uprightly walketh surely."
He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, right? So we gotta walk again upright. Shimon, will come with this up? Sure. Walk uprightly, man. So again, how is that? Dealing with integrity, dealing justly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know that phrase, yo, he's a good dude. Yeah, he want that report about you. You know, he want that report. He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He does. You know, you don't gotta be overly coke riding people and shit like that, but just deal with them and be respectful. That's it. Treat people with respect, man. Goes the wrong way. Go ahead, brother.
He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverted his ways shall be known.
Damn. See that? And that's how come all that dirt was coming out. Because think about it, right? If Diddy was an upright person and just dealt with this chick normally and shit, then okay, you know, he broke up. Okay, there's nothing really to say there. You know what's a good example of that? Johnny Depp. That bitch Amber Heard tried to destroy that dude, and everybody was like, yo, wait a minute, Johnny, that nigga never really beat no bitch up. So all the bitches from his past came out. I was like, yo, this is a good dude. So, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a good report. And then, of course, you know, video came out, found out this bitch was shitting in this nigga bed. Crazy shit. But guess what? She had a bad name. She was already known in Hollywood as being a crazy bitch. So having a good name saved that man fortune, man. Go ahead.
That was it.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Ecclesiastes 7:1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and a day of death than a day of one's birth.
Don't you know you have certain ointments that can save your life? You're in a dire situation, put this together, that particular ointment together, and put on the wound and it's healed. A good name's above that, man. See it? Because we brought it out in the book of Sirach, the 41st chapter. That your name pretty much endures forever. Your life is but for a moment, but that name endures forever, man. You want to say, yo, what type of person was your grandfather? Man, he was a good man. You know what I'm saying? But what's good? Sticking to these scriptures. You know, mold your, try to be your best Yahweh Shah. You can't go wrong with that. You know? And you'll be seeing good in the eyes of people that hold integrity to a high value. Now you're always gonna have haters and just demons out there that no matter how good of a person you try to be, they're just gonna be demons, but fuck them. You know? We try to do this on a balance of probability situation. If you're good to and have integrity to most people in the world, that's gonna equate on average, all right, to a good name. You know? Yeah, and you know what? Yahweh Shah has a good name, right? That's what we stand stiffly for. You know, while some guys out there talking about we don't know the name, call him Yo Play, Yo, no, we stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shah, because that's a good name.
That was it? Yeah, I got something else. I know this came out, but I'm going to bring it out again.
Yeah.
Proverbs 22:1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
Damn.
And love and favor rather than silver and gold.
Yeah, you know, because when you sell your soul, when you succeed to succeed, it's like, the fuck? That you know what I mean? What's the point? Now you sold out for temporary riches, but the act you did is gonna go on forever. All right? Look at Judas Iscariot, man. He turned his back on the Lord. We still talking about him to this day. Now in the kingdom, yeah, look, brother, you fucked up, but it's all good, you know. But until then, you know.
I was at this moving job. I used to work at this moving job, bro, and I always did what I had to do, right? So one dude was stealing tips, and I got tired of it, and I'm like, yo, man, I need my money. The worker, he tried to lie and say I went to the lady asking for tips, and she basically, I know the boss called her, you know what I mean? And she was like, no, I told him what we was getting paid because she didn't like them dudes. That's how they was acting. And then the second boss was always speaking of me like, yo, I know him. He ain't like that. But the dude tried to lie to me, and his own lie fell back on him.
See that?
But he outranked me though, but it's still.
Yo, my boss told me this, man. He said, yo, once you lie to me once, I don't believe shit you say after that. Right. He was like, once you lie to me, I don't believe shit you say. Like, you don't want to be a liar. I don't want to get caught up in lying at all. Because it's like, once you lie, I can't trust nothing this nigga say no more. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that actually happened in the workplace, man. This dude lied. We was mad cool. Once that nigga lied like that, I'm just like, oh, like, why you lying, nigga? And you putting your word against mine, and people know I'm not no fucking liar. Why would you do that?
Right.
But it's just like, after that, I was like, yo, bro, all I can see was like, I don't know, anything now that comes out your mouth, I'm just like, it's bullshit. Like, fucking liar.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 6. It says, better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness than he that is perverse in his ways, though he be rich.
Yep. And see, look at that. And another, see, your integrity. And also, I didn't even go to the boss. Let me clear that up. I didn't even go to the boss. I came to him directly. I was like, yo, I know you've been scammed. You've been scamming, yo. I want my money. She paid more than that. You know what I mean? He went to the boss on me and tried to switch things over.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yo, bro, you follow the scriptures, you can be good, man.
Right.
I remember I talked about, you know, I was going through some shit, motherfuckers gossiping about me. You know what I did? I ain't gossiping about them. I just went about my business. Let that be your fucking name. Let you be the one that's going around this place, this person talking about people. I don't get down like that, man.
And the Most High handled it for you, right?
Yeah, of course. Beautiful too. Well, bro.
Jumping down to verse 18. It says, whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once.
And if you, I got you back, brother. And if you walk diligently, you know what? Other people can vouch for you. That's what's so beautiful about it, bro. Imagine like you're not around and people are just like, yo, they just vouching for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you built. Let me get this quote real quick. I've been writing down all these quotes and I don't want to forget this one. I don't want to butcher it because it was a beautiful quote. It's not lengthy. It says, I just want to word it correctly. Pardon me. It says,
Basically, man, you know, a man gotta have a good name. You know what I'm saying? And when you got a good name, like the priest was saying, men will vouch for you. Nah, man, that guy's a good dude, man. You know what I mean? If you got a grimy ass name, motherfuckers gonna turn their back on you, man.
Yeah.
And that's how it usually goes, man. That's why the scriptures don't lie, man. A good name is better than goddamn riches, man. Look at this dude, what's his name again? Bill Cosby. Riches behind riches, but his name is tarnished. His name has been tarnished, man. Yeah, bro.
It says most things in life function based on trust.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It says most things in life function based on trust. So if you have a shady, lying ass nature, or manipulative nature, or nobody can trust you. You know what I'm saying? And most things in life function on trust. You know, now some people might say trust is earned, but you know another approach that most people take, I take this approach as well, is I give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna trust you as a person. I want them to see if that person breaks it.
That's right.
That's it.
And while you giving the person the benefit of the doubt, you also using discernment.
Of course.
All right, let me see how this dude move. You know, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but you know, like he gotta earn my respect as a man, seeing how he's gonna move. If he move correctly, he got me as you know.
Yeah, you know, in my line of work, when I'm handling claims, right? I'm handling claims. You know, some of these guys get hurt or what have you, right? A telling sign for me is because you know, of course, that most of these things are based on trust. Is they'll text me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and once they move differently, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like if you tell me I'm gonna be here tomorrow, and the next thing you tell me, yeah, no, I went to the hospital. I'm like, why you didn't do something?
Why you just tell me? You know what I mean? Why
You understand? It's shit like that. Like I'm like, no, I can't trust. But there's other dudes that they do exactly as they say, and you know what I mean. So you're like, okay, I trust this dude. You know, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
He's sincere about his work, what he's doing.
Right. So it's very good to have accountability. If you're gonna tell somebody you're gonna do something, do it. Unless if you're gonna change that, let them know. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. That's how you build trust.
Like on my job, a dude telling me, I'm like, it's his day off. I'm asking him, yo, bro, I really need your help. You think you can come in tomorrow? Even your day off, you ain't gotta come in. You know, but we're gonna pay you for 8 hours plus you're gonna get like a day and a half worth of pay. So you come in and you'll be good. You're gonna be compensated for you coming on your day off. So you think you can come in, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna come in. Yeah, me and Deb. Yeah, you meet Deb. The next day he don't show up. And I'm calling his phone, texting him, and I'm calling him. He don't answer the phone. The next day he comes in, you know. Oh, I had a problem. Like I told him, yeah, like you said, just yo, bro, I can't make it. I can't do it. What kind of problem you had? Well, I was calling you, and I called you like 3 times. And I text you twice. After the 5th time of me trying to contact you, I left it alone. I knew you wasn't coming in. So now I know what type of person you are. You know? What do you mean? Oh, you're not a man of your word, number 1. Number 2, you're a liar. So, don't expect no help from me when you need it. Because when I needed the help from you, you didn't give me no help. Now, a chick had more integrity than this dude. She telling me, you know what? I'm gonna come in to fill that spot because I know she's sick. So I'm gonna come in tomorrow, even though I don't have to. I'm gonna come in tomorrow. Okay, she came in. You know what I mean? So now, who had more integrity, the chick or the dude? The chick, because she came in when she said she was gonna come in. She didn't have to come in on her day off. You know what? I'm gonna come in. She's sick tomorrow. She's sick. You know, she's pregnant, so she's sick, so she's in and out. But she's pregnant. She's in and out. So I'm gonna fill it in for her. And she did that shit quite a few times, man. So I respect her, man. You know? So she needed
his name and his word.
So she needed a favor down the line. When she did, I'ma help her. She needed a favor. I did a show where when she was on the phone, she came from work, and some dude asked her for money. And she said she didn't have it, so she told me, he was like, yo, so why you going to the supermarket? So then she was on the phone with her sister yapping like a magpie, and she didn't realize she was down by the daycare center and walked her and robbed her. She came to work even with a fucking swollen eye. I'm like, God, what the hell happened to you? She came to work. I tell you, I was going to come in. I need the money. You got sick days. Yeah, but in January they gave us sick days in cash. Whenever you didn't use them, so she said, I need my money. So I just came in. She had a fucking swollen eye. Took her iPhone. She said that when she was real quick. Yeah.
Quick reset. It's Proverbs of the 12, verse 22. It says, lying lips are abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his delight.
All you gotta do is be a man of your word. Yeah be yeah, nay be nay. If you're not gonna come in, tell me you're not gonna come in. Don't tell me yeah. They don't come in. They don't answer your phone when I'm calling you. Or whatever the case may be, whatever it is, man. Let's be truthful about your goings, man. Be sincere, and men will respect you more for being truly a sincere person, man. And not a bullshit artist, you know what I'm saying? Not a person that like to say one thing and then do another. That looks bad on your name, man. A good name is better than fucking money, man. Millions of dollars. And all these celebrities like Bill Cosby and what's his name again? R. Kelly. They find these things out. You got millions of dollars, but your name is tarnished, man. You hear of R. Kelly, you hear of his scandals. You hear of Bill Cosby, you hear of his scandals. Him lacing chicks, giving them Mickeys, and sleep with them while they all twisted and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, man, a good name is better than all that, bro. I'd rather have a good name and be poor and destitute than have riches beyond my wildest dreams and have a fucked up name.
I think what's that scripture that says it's better to have a little righteousness than a lot of wickedness? See,
It's better to have little with righteousness and more but wicked. I know what you said. I know that scripture. I just forgot the I think it's in Proverbs.
Probably Proverbs. But I'm gonna read this again though. This is
I got it.
Is it Proverbs?
Yep. This is Psalms actually. Psalms 37:16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked.
That's right. So you can have $100 in your account and you're a righteous
That's
man.
not the one I want. I got the one I want. But go ahead.
Bring it up. So you can have. You can bring it up. Bring it
Real
up.
quick, because we're about to leave soon. Proverbs 16:8. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice.
That's right. Better is little with righteousness. You got a little, but you righteous. Than gain and wickedness, man. So you doing all this wickedness like these insider traders in Wall Street, man. They wicked as hell, man. You can't trust none of them goddamn Wall Street clients. You know what I'm saying? Or the people that supposed to be handling your money correctly, man. They did for their gains, man. And then you got people that's insider trading, and then you got, I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. So it's better to have little with a good name than have multiple amount of riches with a wicked ass name, man. Being wicked.
Yeah, it says, better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. And that's what's King James Version. And that's King Solomon. King Solomon had great revenues, but he had a good name.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Who else? Joseph of Arimathea.
Abraham.
Okay? So the thing is, you get your gains, don't be a corrupt demon, man. Okay? But these people, and the way this society is set up, to get these particular wealth, you have to do some vile shit, man. You have to be a part of that wicked cabal. Because it's not about talent. Okay, let me not say that. Talent does play a part, all right? But if you have two talented individuals in front of you, whoever sucks more is going to succeed more.
I play ball.
or play with some balls.
The women on the financial channels, man. I can name some. You've been with Fox Business. Adriana Tanceros, she got canned because she didn't play ball. There was another chick, Rebecca Diamond, that used to be with Bull and Bear when they used to be in the Waldorf Astoria, and it was Fox Business News.
That chick Cassie said she was getting pissed on, man. That's how they get down, man.
I'm sorry, brother.
Yo,
I gotta hear this.
Yo, these women got no fucking. These bitches going over the divide to get shitted on by a camel. Weird sick shit, man.
Having sex with
For
animals.
10K, 20. So they got a price on their integrity, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my guy, Top G, Andrew Tate, his back was against the wall. But all these bitches came out saying, nah, he was a good dude.
Right.
So you see how because he took care of those, man. He might have been doing some shit, whatever, but the bitches that he was with, he was taking care of them.
But they
Got a
say he
good
was,
report about him.
they say he was into human trafficking and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's true or not, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people spoke up on his behalf. So if that's the case, he's in human trafficking, then them people got Stockholm Syndrome that stuck up for him, man. But I thought if he was into human trafficking, I think that they were just trying to tarnish his name.
They trying to set that dude up because he's talking about, like, he's starting to bring back traditional value. He got a wide voice. He was the most Google man on earth at one point. All he's talking about is telling men to be. But I'm watching the Andrew Tate video. I was like, I'm gonna take the day off. Andrew Tate said I work out 7 days. I got out of my bed and worked out. Because I had to be at work early in the morning. I was up 4 in the morning. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go rest. This guy's saying, look, I work 7 days. Fuck, he said I rest when I sleep. I said, fuck that, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But
You went to the gym?
hell yeah, fuck it. But that's the thing. He's trying to reinvigorate man to be that dominant, conquering type shit. This man, I remember one time where I was depressed, and I entertained the video. He was like, yo, depression ain't real. He was like, depression, you get depressed, but like I'm clinically depressed. That's bullshit, bro.
You don't got no time to do that.
It's first world problems. That's a good fucking point, brother, because there's always somebody way worse, man. And you know what he said? He said, think about it. This society, if you come to them and you tell them you're depressed, they'll tell you, yeah, you are depressed. Here's pills for it. So you truly start to feed that shit.
Right.
And that dude, Robin Williams, he offed himself.
Yep.
Now imagine you told Robin Williams, nah, brother, get over that shit, man. We all going through shit. And you work with. You would have jumped off of a fucking building. Why you a fucking celebrity? Got all this fucking rich. Are you depressed? Get the fuck out of
Them
here.
demons was fucking. Them demons was stressing on him, man.
And
You look at Robin Williams back in the.
indirectly he said he got tired of you know all the business stuff he was talking about.
Yeah.
Indirectly he was saying the same thing that you were saying, and he was like, it's pissed him off that he in a low condition and he know all of this is going on. So then he just start competing against
Man,
it.
suicide is you can not, man, the scriptures tell you not to put hands to your own destruction, man.
Yeah.
That dude
no,
had
matter,
demons.
no matter what the fuck you're going through, man, don't off yourself. That's some weak shit. Right,
That's
right.
weak.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 26. It says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?"
Yeah, you've been compromised. So you've been compromised. You gain the whole world just for temporary so-called wealth.
Put a price on your integrity.
Yeah, you done did some shit where you defiled yourself just to get some recognition in some coin.
Yeah,
Hey man, I got you right quick. Hey man, remember that story the apostle said about that guys that try to come with a briefcase of money to tell them, yo, look, don't teach that no more. And the elders of old said, fuck that. Look at that story, right? That's a powerful story. Now imagine they just took the purse. It's just another fucking setup. But there's more honors and you know what I mean? There's more shit behind that. Not shit behind it. There's more like force behind it when you say, man, fuck you and your money. Someone just teach.
Yeah, the shit of the Lord.
Meanwhile, you living in a one-bedroom apartment. Bunch of kids and shit.
Or a
Like,
room.
fuck that. Yeah. And yo, and I always say that about Ishmael, man. That's why Ishmael's gonna start this World War III. You cannot buy them out, man. Them so-called Jews, you can give them a fucking $1 million and that was Muhammad. He's broke as hell. Fuck you. Ishmael ain't doing it, man.
They got more integrity than anything, man.
Nations change their gods.
Bro, you could go to fucking Dubai with a Lambo, leave the door open. Ain't nobody gonna steal your shit. Leaving their fucking keys and all these exotic cars because they still have that honor society that we talked about in the scriptures.
That's right.
See, the East, over there in the East,
Different laws.
you know, the thing with the East is it maintains traditional stuff that we still read about in the scriptures because they uphold the tradition of passing on what you know to your children. You know what I'm saying? And this shit, the 80s don't look like the 90s, the 90s don't look like the 2000s, the 2000s look like everybody come up with their own shit, but go to the Middle East, it still look like when your Howard Shaw's walking around because they keep the traditions of old.
That's right.
It says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world?"
Yo, Salaki, brother, remember that scripture that talk about the goat, the wine when it, you know, it's the wine bottles, but it's actually talking about goat skins.
Right.
And you can literally look at the dude in the Middle East still using that same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Put wine in actual goat skins, man.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's ancient traditions being carried out, and they got that from Israel. Plus, that's their own traditions too, because hey,
Yeah, that was a common thing back then.
Common thing, but
You
yeah,
still
come
got
in.
people over there grinding milk.
that's right.
But what in America they do?
They try to come.
Fuck with my father stuff. This is the new shit now. You know what I'm saying?
And then they try to push they bullshit, they whine, trying to force people to drink they shit, you know what I mean, in the Middle East. That's what the whole thing is about. APEC, particularly with New American Century, trying to go over there to democratize and to change the value and liberate women, to have women going against their men, twerking and doing all kind of crazy shit. That's what's going to happen when you bring forth democracy over there.
Well, they have it.
It's when they have
This
it.
man's gonna blow himself up before he give up the 16-year-old virgins.
That's right.
Right, brother.
right. You know? So it says, it says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's right, man. So, hey, man, you know, you see what's going on in society, especially with these dudes. You know, I mentioned this in one of my videos in the week with P. Diddy and all of these things, man. All right, hey, man, these dudes, they sell out, all right, for these little riches that they got right here. You know what I mean? A little name, a little riches. And guess what, man? At the end, it comes to naught, man.
Yeah, watch this series.
Yeah.
Watch the series on Netflix. The Fall of the House of Usher, not the singer.
Right.
They're supposed to be a so-called pharmaceutical company, But it shows they made a deal. They made a deal with the demon,
Right.
and their family had to, they offspring had to pay the debt
Right.
for their mistakes.
Oh,
And you know,
It's also a movie called Winchester. When the chick that played, her name is Helen something. I forget her whole name, but she played the wife of the founder of Winchester Rifles.
Oh.
And what she was saying was Winchester Rifles, the rifles have become a curse to our family because they by them making the manufacturing rifles caused a lot of bloodshed. There's a movie called Winchester.
That's heavy.
And she was plagued by demons to the point where she had a mansion and she had rooms where she was trapping spirits in the movie. I ain't gonna tell you the movie. It's a good movie. It's called Winchester.
It's a true story?
Yeah, it's based on a true story, but by this woman named the
It's on
Harrison
Netflix?
Winchester.
It's on Netflix?
It's on the Netflix too. Her name is, I forgot her real name, but the movie is called Winchester. It's a good movie, man.
I'm gonna text you about that one.
Let me see. I'm trying to bring it up.
See,
Winchester.
You gain the whole
We got a
world.
close, yeah. We got a close, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, come on.
Any closing words?
Hey man, stay diligent. Keep praying. Stay prayed up. Stay doing the videos, and this, hey man, keep faith in Yahweh while Yahweh shot. We almost out this bitch.
So, you gonna give more praises too?
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Shalom.
Wow.